I know you do some off the field activities. What stands out to you? What is that activity that really helps your game and gives you some enjoyment when you're off the field?
Well, I'll start with this to help my game. I use a lot of time. I stretch a lot. That's been my, and during this quarantine time, developing to become more flexible, which helps me on the field. But outside of that, to just have fun, I love to play basketball. I'm a big UFC guy, watching the fights. But yeah, it's really I spend a lot of time watching film. So I'll just be sitting in my room watching game film. Mekhi Becton, Andrew Thomas, Jedrick Wills, all these guys. Quentin Nelson, he's actually from right around here, so I've been watching a lot of him too.
Hold on one second. Did you just say you're a UFC fan?
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Oh, listen, man. I am Mr. UFC guy. I've done shows. I know a lot of fighters. I used to be a fighter. Okay,
Really?
so I'm going to help you out here, and please do not give me a name that I don't want to hear. Who's your favorite MMA fighter right now in the UFC?
Favorite one. I'll go with the new guy, Shemaev. I like him a lot right now.
Okay.
But
I was about to say, if you said Conor McGregor, I would really be upset at you.
That's one of the casuals type answer.
I like it. I like this kid. I like it. He knows his UFC. I like that.
No, I like Israel too. Adesanya. He was actually
Adesanya. Yeah. But I didn't like his last fight, man. I didn't like his last.
Yeah, but the first card I watched I think was 230, and that was kind of like his breakout card at the MSG.
Yep.
So I've kind of gotten to see him grow in the UFC, but no, I'd say I've been watching it for about 2 years now, and I've pretty much never missed a card.
I was at UFC 230. I worked the press over there.
Really?
Yeah. So I know a lot of these fighters. I grew in the sport years and years ago when the sport really started to blow up. So I know a lot. I know Frankie Edgar. He's a good friend of mine. I grew in with Kenny Florian when he was part of the Next Ultimate Fighter. I know a lot of Clay Guida. So I love MMA too. And I think it's a great sport. It's a growing sport. I think it's kind of taken a step down from some of the talent. I think the talent's been a little bit more worn and drawn. I think the UFC needs to find that next superstar, aka not Conor McGregor or John Jones. So I want to see somebody else. That's what I want to see.
Kevin, FYI, Conor McGregor is his #1 most hated athlete.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why? Who is that?
Jamal Adams.
Oh, now Jamal Adams.
Yes, I don't like Jamal Adams.
Okay.
After, listen, let me ask you this question, Kev, before we get into some of the crazy questions we're going to ask you. You ready? I am a Jet fan. Okay. I'm an honest Jet fan, and I care about my team, and I know my team stinks. Okay. They're terrible. They're horrendous. I think the best part of them is their offensive line. It really is. So when you hear a story that Jamal Adams gets traded to the Seattle Seahawks for 2 first-round draft picks, a third, and Bradley McDougall, okay? And then you go on national social medias like Twitter and state that he loved being a Jet, that he didn't want to leave being with the Jets, and I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to do that, and I'm so sad, and I really respect the fans for bringing me in as one of theirs, okay? And then all of a sudden, a tweet came out 2 days later after that tweet saying goodbye to the New York Jet fan, saying when he heard his name in the trade conversation and then he heard he got traded to the Seahawks, he cried in happiness. Now, as a fan, would you take a person seriously when he's saying goodbye to the Jet fan and telling everybody that he didn't want to leave the Jets when he was trying to push himself out to the Dallas Cowboys for years, and then all of a sudden comes out and says that he cried in happiness? Would you be happy with a player like that?
Well, my thing is, I was kind of confused why they got rid of him. I know they were having some problems with the contract, which is crazy to me, because if you're not going to pay him, who are you going to pay? It doesn't get much better than him.
You would pay a safety $95 million?
I would.
I wouldn't. Not at that position. I think he's worth. First of all, I think he should have went out with his. I think he should have lived out his rookie contract. I understand players. He could be hurt tomorrow and his career could be. I understand that. but play out your rookie contract just like Landon Collins did and get that big contract. If you think that you're worth more than Landon Collins, $86 million, which you are better than Landon Collins, and you wait and you get your contract. Don't push yourself out of there and then come out. Then you're hearing stories that Seattle might not offer him the contract until he becomes his rookie contract's over. So why didn't you stay a Jet if you wanted to be a Jet? To me, he wanted out of the New York Jets organization because he never wanted to be there. And to say that to the Jet fans, saying that you took us in, you took me in, you took my family in, dude, you didn't want to be here. So, and then you come out and you say that stuff and you say you cried in tears of happiness. Get out of here. All right. I'm not very happy with Jamal Adams. Okay. Conor McGregor could kiss my ass too, but I mean, and Tom Brady, I'm not a big fan of his either. So if you're protecting him in the future, if he's still in the league, what quite possibly could be at the age of 50, if that happens, man, I'm not going to like you either. I'm sorry. I love you now. Let's just hope you don't go to the Buccaneers or wherever he's playing in the future. Okay. I hope not, Kev.
I'll say that you guys got a lot in response for Jamal Adams. 2 first-round picks, and a third. So I mean, I think it sets you up for the future. But the only downside is it's the Seahawks first-round pick, so that's going to be late 20s. But you
know this. It doesn't matter where you draft in the NFL draft. You could draft in the 3rd round. If you got 2 first-round draft picks, you have a lot. I mean, that's something that you can rebuild your team with 2 first-round draft picks. You can absolutely do that. If you get the 2 top players, one falls to you in look, CeeDee Lamb, look where he fell. CeeDee Lamb fell to the Cowboys at number 17. Who would have thought that? Would you have thought that?
No, I didn't. I thought he was going to be a top 10 guy. I thought the Jets might have took him, but.
Oh, there he goes. He's throwing the Jets under the bus again. There he goes. There it is. I mean,
would you be mad if they had CeeDee Lamb?
Kevin, who do you root for? Let's hear this.
Giants.
The Giants.
Good.
Oh, Kevin, man.
Yes.
Kevin, what do I got to do with you, man? What is up with these Giant fans?
Thank you.
Oh, my God. All you recruits are Giant fans. You guys are starting to really sicken me.
They're smart people.
What smart people? Where are the Giants going, buddy? Where are the Giants going?
They're not good right now.
They're not good right now. They're not going to get.
That doesn't mean he's not allowed to be a fan.
I'm just messing.
Would you criticize him more if he was a bandwagon fan?
No, I actually like that you're honest and you say you're a Giant fan and you're not bandwagon saying you're a Buccaneers fan. And you'd be like, Buccaneers fan? How are you a Buccaneers fan? You're from Oklahoma. You're a Buccaneers. Oh, well, I like Tom Brady and Gronk. All right, you're a front runner. Get out of here. Get out of here. You should hear some of these recruits. I mean, I love them. But some of the craziness that comes out of their mouths. But you know what? Everybody has a unique personality. Kev, I can see your personality. You're pretty laid back, that type of guy. I wonder if you're the funny guy in the locker room. Are you the funny guy? Are you the trickster in the locker room? You look like the quiet type. So you look like the type of person that would do that.
I don't know. I mean, my team, we got a lot of funny dudes on my team. So I'd say everyone's a little bit of a clown, a little trickster in the locker room. But no, yeah, I guess maybe so.
Yeah, you have any crazy stories?
No, I do not.
I will not. I plead the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Pleading the 5th. Anyway, so we do this with all the athletes, all the recruits that we have on the show. We ask some silly questions, and I'm sure Jillian told you we're going to ask you some silly questions, and we want you to be honest. Okay, so be very, very honest with the answer and have a little fun with it. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question: boxers or briefs, and why?
Yeah, I'm a briefs guy. Kind of just always been a briefs guy, and then just I did have a little stint wearing boxers, but just the way being a lineman, I kind of. Yeah,
you don't like them to hang.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. Sweaty. It sticks. I understand. I got it. We gotta bring this kid out, personality out a little bit, Speedy. Maybe if we start beating you up and he gets to watch it, what do you think he'd think about that on live radio?
Come on, Kevin. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, I think Kevin would like to see that. How about if I threw a couple of darts at him? Kev, would you think that was funny?
That'd be pretty funny.
I think it would be pretty funny too. What do you think, Speedy?
I'm the victim, so clearly not. Now, if it was the other way around, maybe.
I'm the victim. Somebody's going to kill this kid. I mean, seriously. I mean, if Kevin was over here, 6'5", 290 pounds, he doesn't have to do much to you. He'll just squeeze you like a bug.
Okay, I could assume that.
Well, that's what he does to all defensive linemen. So there you go. Kevin, second question. What is your favorite snack to eat before games and why?
I would say fig bars.
Oh my God, man, we have a lot in common. Because guess what I just bought yesterday? I bought fig bars. I
Yeah.
love fig bars. Fig Newtons, my favorite.
Yeah, no, I like the blueberry ones.
You like the blueberry ones? I like the regular ones. I'm kind of plain, man. I'm plain.
I could do all of them, but I before this year, I've spent these past 2 years at a boarding school, and that would be my breakfast pretty much every day.
Really, man? How many did you eat?
I eat two every morning.
Two?
Two
Oh,
every.
2 fig bars? Dude, I eat sleeves, man. I eat sleeves, man. I'm a big guy, man. I'm a sleeve guy.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
cool.
I buy the cookies and then I open up. I eat the whole sleeve, man. I'll eat the whole sleeve. You know, if it was a breakfast, I'd swallow those 12 down, man. Speedy, what do you think, man? That's how I got my big muscles, right, Speedy?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, you
The
know,
power of fig Newtons.
well, you know, you know what? We might have to. We didn't. Have I ever done this with an offensive lineman yet? You know, promise them something if they do something.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't think I have done that with an offensive
Yeah,
lineman.
I mean, yeah.
No, I haven't.
I don't think so.
No, I haven't. So this is what we're gonna do, bud. The season is to begin, and you're gonna play this year, right?
Yes, sir. Start next weekend.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do, buddy. If you can keep you play 8 games this season. If you can keep teams, your whole offensive line has to do this. If you can keep teams to 5 sacks, that's a little too low. I would say 5 sacks. That 8 games, 5 sacks, Speedy?
I think it's a little too low.
Too low? Let's say
Yeah.
7 sacks.
Okay.
All right. If you can keep the team for 8 games to 7 sacks, that's less than a sack a game. I will send you a 5 pack of 6 sleeve fig Newtons. So you're going to have yourself a nice bunch of fig Newtons for probably a week because you're a big guy. But nevertheless, I will send you 5 packs of 6 sleeve fig Newton cookies if you do that. What do you think about that? Is that a deal?
I like it. I'll just say this though. My school is kind of known as a O-line factory. I've never let up a sack in high school.
No.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame. But yeah. So yeah, I'll hold up my end of that deal for sure.
All right. So you got to tell your whole. You know what? We got to help out with the line too. We have to give something to the line, right?
Oh.
So how about this? I will get 10 packs of 6 sleeve fig Newtons and send it out to you. My producer or my social media manager will get your information. If you can keep them under 7 sacks, I will send you 10 packs, and that's 6 sleeves in the pack of fig Newton cookies. What do you think about that?
I love it.
All right. So you better tell your team. I'm a man of my word, man. So I've kept to every single deal that I have with all your recruits, and I'm going to stick by it. So you do that this season. I'm sending you, I'm telling you, it's going to be shipped to your dorm, and you're going to be like, holy crap. I've got myself a nice stash of fig Newtons that I can share with the offensive line. I'm sure they're going to love you for
If that does happen, maybe it'll be the fig Newton 5 or something like that.
That's a good idea, Speedy. Not a bad idea.